Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 2820 of the XBA PST Following English Podcast.
2820. Wow.
Hey!
Sponsored by Rosero.
Hooray! Woo, woo, woo.
Why is it sponsored? Why is it?
I don't know, because that was just a joke that has now gone on.
I thought it was sponsored by Cuprinol.
It was, but then the next episode was sponsored by Rosero and Cuprinol.
Okay.
And then, I don't know.
It's yeah.
How the fuck are you both?
I'm great. I'm Rich Walker, Lee Bradley down Webb.
I think they've established. I think they've established that by now.
Well, it's, you know, if you're new.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, but it comes up with across there, like it says Dan Webb, Editor-in-Chief.
That's right.
And then it says Rich Walker.
I haven't said anything yet, so when you're going to put... I'm going to talk now for 10 seconds so you can put the thing under just there. And that's it. Hello.
Actually, it still comes there, but you're talking.
Yeah.
So there you go. Hi Lee, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Daniel Webb.
You look spunky.
Thanks, man.
You look like you're full of spunk.
I was just trying to think of a really inappropriate joke then.
Your mum, just like your mum.
No, it was a
She's full of spunk.
How do you know? No, but it's not like something to do with a prostitute and being.
Yeah, we've already
loving
done this.
white eyes.
We've done this.
What
What's called a prostitute with white eyes?
That's it. Well,
Oh wow, I've never heard that before.
we did it on a stream. We did it on a stream.
Oh, I thought we
It's
did it on
me
the
and you.
podcast. Alright, well that's a lovely joke for you there.
So welcome to the one where we discussed a prostitute within the first... No, the one where we mentioned a prostitute within the first 5 minutes. No?
First minute. I think.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. So what's been going on this week, Dan?
I slept with many hookers.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back on that.
I've had a really quiet week. What have I been doing?
You've been editing videos, have you not?
A video, effectively.
The highlights.
Last week was mental because I did like 20 videos. Or 30.
Slow down a little bit this week, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm like, nobody's come to me and going, where are the achievement awards? Well, they're coming next week.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot. So our birthday was a couple of weeks ago. We just
Didn't celebrate it. Just went by without.
9 years.
Well, next year will be 10. We've got to make a big fanfare of that, a big song dance.
10 years. We'll give away like a t-shirt.
Pez dispenser.
T-shirt and a keyring.
Yeah, and a packet of polos.
We might give away 100 Xbox Ones.
Oh, really? Where are you going to get them from?
Well, I've ordered you two. Do you mind not taking any wages for the next year?
Oh, sure, yeah.
So we can get 100 Xbox Ones.
Absolutely. Wouldn't 10 be more appropriate?
Yeah, I was about to say, we'll just give away 10.
When we've been around for 100 years, then we'll give away 100
10
Game Boys.
Are we really going to do that?
That'd be cool though, right?
No. Oh, right, yeah, it would be.
I guess it's only $3,000. We'll start saving now.
It's only £3,000.
Well, we're not going to GDC, that's more than $3,000, isn't
We
it?
save that on bar bills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not at GDC. Yeah, but so people are, why are you not at GDC this year? Basically because we've made a commitment to streaming, and we felt that we got more out of being here streaming and doing video content than we would do being out in San Francisco.
The only thing is though, Dan, Shepherd's Bush hasn't got an Argentinian steakhouse.
It has, actually.
Does it
Yeah, it really does.
really?
It does, yeah.
What, in the same way where they come around with all the...
Yeah, I think so.
Eat until you puke?
Yeah, it's like green and red.
Oh, mate, I was thinking about that this morning.
There's a steakhouse there, and it looks
Good.
Argentinian-y.
Hang on, I saw all those shops. You sure it's not a kebab place?
What? In the dining area of Westfield?
Oh, what, in Westfield?
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
I was thinking about the parade of shops that's got about...
No. Actually in Westfield there's loads of like really fancy restaurants and stuff, yeah. There's like a Pizza Express and Nando's.
Jamie Oliver's Italian.
Yeah, Jamie.
Well, if we go
Oliver's
there, if we get drunk every night, if I steal a bottle of vodka from a bar and accidentally insult a load of people, that would be the full GDC experience. But
Wasn't
at
that
home,
where you insulted, what's his name?
I've insulted a few people accidentally.
Over the years. You know what?
What's his name?
I've been to GDC for about 6 years.
Yeah.
Not insulted one person.
Mark Kearney.
Oh yeah, did him? Yeah.
No, he wasn't insulted by that.
Was he not?
No.
Okay.
No, yeah, he wasn't.
He was actually... We were with a load of other journos, and those other journos wanted to talk about game stuff. Me and Lee just wanted to have a normal conversation like normal people in a pub would, rather than...
We talked about football, didn't we?
Yeah, so what are your thoughts on... and we actually started talking to Mark Cerny, and for those at home who have no idea who this is, he basically was the chief designer of the PS4, effectively,
and
right?
the guy who was responsible for NAC, so swings and roundabouts.
Well, no, because NAC was a tech demo. I thought, let's try and make some money out of this, right?
And it was, yeah.
And they made like £8.
Yeah.
And ruined their entire reputation.
Some people like that game.
Yeah, well, they're delirious. They're fucking clueless. You're clueless! What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so Mark Cerny, we started talking to him, and basically, me and Lee started talking about the World Cup, and he was like, oh, I'm a big football fan.
Yeah.
But you could tell he was a coder, like
He
a
just said soccer,
programmer.
didn't he?
No,
Did he say football or soccer?
his wife was
I can't remember.
some football...
Japanese. Is she not Japanese?
Oh, she might be.
Anyway.
Yeah, but her country was football.
Okay.
He worked out like a program or an algorithm or something to predict who was going to progress from each of the group stages in the World Cup.
Did he?
Which tells you how his brain works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
because he told us how many different variables there were.
Yeah, and how many
Wow.
points the states needed to get through. And
But he didn't get it right, because I said you can actually qualify with 3 points.
yeah, you can, yeah.
And he was like, what? The hell was that?
If everyone else draws or loses.
So you got 9, so the winner of the group wins all 3 games. They get 9 points.
Yeah.
So the other 3 teams, if you do the bare minimum in those other 2 games, no, you can go through with 2 points.
Right.
And he couldn't comprehend that.
Yeah.
Until I was like, one team gets 9, all the other teams draw against each other.
Yeah.
2 points.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then goal difference.
Yeah,
And one
and-
team goes through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the bare minimum you can get through in a World Cup. So aside from that, that's completely... But we're not at GDC this year. And I don't think I'm going to miss it.
I'm going to miss being there. I think it's the right decision for the site. It's nice being there because like, you're part of the industry and you're getting drunk with everyone for a week and eating Argentinian steaks.
Well, that's what Gamescom and E3's like. Don't know.
Yeah, I might give those up this year as well.
Gamescom as well.
Yeah.
Richie's going to E3 on his own and he's not happy about it.
I'm not happy. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope it's all just Dan being silly and he'll come to his senses.
I got sunstroke last year at E3.
You got ill, didn't you? And
Yeah,
you got develop.
and then I was ill. No, that was...
He was
I
in the
got-
sun for all 5 minutes.
I wasn't. I was like...
you were walking back to the
2 hours.
accommodation, weren't you?
No, like I was walking back and forth
That
all
was the
day.
Microsoft event, wasn't it?
And that was the year before.
No, was
I got
it?
sunstroke 2 years in a row.
Maybe you should slap some sun cream on your head.
Well, I thought I'm
You
walking...
brought a cap as well this year.
Yeah.
You didn't wear it.
No, I was
Because you were worried about how it looked.
No.
Right? Is that...
No.
No?
I was walking from a restaurant to the convention centre to the restaurant,
Right.
restaurant to convention centre, convention to the restaurant,
Right.
and back and forth all day. And I thought, I'm only going to be in the sun 5 minutes.
You should get one of those Saudi Arabian jobbies. With the little thing.
Or I should just block the sun out like Mr.
Yeah.
Burns.
Or just stay in London and send Rich.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah.
Or you could wear a little wig.
I'll just stay in London and send Rich.
Alright, no.
How do you feel about that?
No.
Why not?
I might fall ill, like with a fatal terminal illness.
Well, you better die after that, that's what I'm saying. But yes, I don't know. I've done it for so long though. I just...
How many years now?
8?
This year would be my 5th.
5, 8, 12.
None.
None.
I never been to E3. I kind of don't want to go either. I
should.
enjoy sitting at home and watching the thingies and getting excited about things.
Yeah, we don't get that.
It's funny how...
Well, actually, no, this year
We
did.
do, we get to
Last
play
year
the
we
stuff. Yeah.
But it's funny how perceptions are different. When you watch the stream of those stage thingies, often I'll talk to Rich or Dan afterwards and be like, oh, that was a bit shit, or that was amazing, and you'll say the opposite.
Yeah.
And go, oh, it was fine. Being there is a bit different.
Yeah. It was, yeah. Look, I've only been to the Sony press conferences.
What's the best conference either of you have seen?
The one where Sony were announcing all their stuff after Microsoft had completely screwed up with
Oh, a couple of years ago.
Because Sony blew the roof off.
Yeah, that went
of
down
E3.
really well.
It went, yeah. And
I don't
yeah.
think Microsoft was that bad.
I was laughing the
It
whole
wasn't.
way through because it was ludicrous. Just everything they announced was just counter to what Microsoft were doing at the time.
Yeah,
And it was just a big crowd pleaser.
right.
I was
Dan?
like, this is crazy.
Mine was the one with Matt and Trey.
Oh, with the
Just
South
because Matt
Park
and
thing.
Trey came out, because I think it's the same year the Beatles were there as well.
They made a funny joke at Microsoft's expense as well,
It was
didn't
brilliant, it was brilliant. No, I think my favourite one, what, we're talking E3 or just in general?
they? Go in general if you got one.
The PS4 launch announcement.
In New York.
Yeah. That was
So that
like,
was February of last year, right?
Yeah,
Or the year
year
before.
before.
yeah,
rather.
2013.
Yeah.
It was just like, wow, shit.
What was it that was so cool about it?
Just everything that was like, it's the first time we got to see any next gen, for one. And it wasn't just that, but it was like, here's a shitload of
The
gameplay.
one where they didn't even show what the hardware looked like.
Yeah, they just showed the controller,
Yeah.
didn't they?
But they showed all the games.
Yeah.
That was the thing that I was like, fuck, man. And I was just sat there, and because I didn't go with the UK lot, but I got invited by the UK lot, so the UK lot was sat somewhere else, and I was sat in the middle with loads of Americans. So I didn't have anyone to distract me, and I was just sat there going, fuck.
What were the Americans whooping?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was just sat there and I was like, wow, this is a turnaround. Like, I remember the PS3's kind of unveiling. It was like,
Well, you just felt it, didn't you? That Sony were doing everything right for the PS4 and they've
yeah,
continued to do so.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, yeah. Well, it's good now that it looks like both console makers are doing everything right.
Yeah.
There's still a few things on both sides that need to be refined, but I mean, if you're a consumer now, in terms of platforms, you can't go wrong.
You can't
with
lose
either.
really. Whichever one you buy, you've got a good console.
I was thinking about this. We've talked about the fact that I think we all agree that Microsoft have got slightly better exclusives
I
at the
disagree
moment.
now.
At this moment,
Yeah.
you think the order's changed everything?
No, I just mean looking out.
Do you really think so?
I know. I mean, at this moment in time,
It's out.
yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
out.
absolutely. Microsoft. Yeah.
I'm more
But still-
excited for the Xbox One stuff that's coming than the
Really?
PlayStation 4
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
If
personally.
someone came to me now and said,
Like what?
"Which one should I
Scale
buy?"
round.
I'd be like, "Just buy the cheapest one, mate. You can't go far wrong."
No, you can't.
Which is
Stuff
what
like
man wants.
Scalebound and stuff. It's going to be awesome.
No, mate. But then you look at the PlayStation, and you've got Uncharted 4, which looks insane. You've got Persona 5, which looks insane.
Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 5, which looks insane.
Bloodborne,
Which looks insane-ish.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky, and then Until Dawn, which I think is going to be fun, like really fun.
Jury's still out on that.
But then on the other side, you've got what? Rise of the Tomb Raider.
But that's coming to PlayStation.
Eventually,
Well,
after a year though.
Is
probably-
it a year? I thought it was like.
a year they said.
It's probably the
when is
same
it?
with.
Is that official?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It's
official.
probably.
I thought it
No,
was.
no,
we've
I don't think
covered
it
that.
is official.
You sure?
I
Yeah,
thought
no.
it was like
It's exclusive to Xbox for the holiday period.
of
I was
2015.
under the impression it was a.
No, because this has
Yeah.
gone back and forth a bit. But I get the feeling that it'll come out in like March.
Either way, though, that shit looks
Maybe.
good. I love Platinum. They've done some great action games in the past, so Scalebound's
Scalebound,
probably
yeah.
going to be great.
I think so.
There's
Yeah,
other
but
things.
I think Platinum are hit and miss.
They haven't done 100% great stuff.
No, because we were talking about this somewhere, and then
Probably
one
on the
was like-
podcast.
Yeah, but then somebody was like, because I was like, oh, Platinum, they can't put a foot wrong, and then everyone was like,
One
somebody
for
was like,
101.
well, actually, yeah.
Anarchy Reigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
I thought the one for 101
hit,
was good.
miss, hit,
I'm not
miss,
sure it was.
hit, miss.
But it's
So-
Hideki Kamiya, isn't it? He's good. Well, actually, he's one for 101. What we're talking about.
But
I never
anyway,
played it, I don't
the last one was Bayonetta 2, so they're due a miss.
Maybe.
Because Bayonetta was good,
I don't
apparently.
Either way, it's a good time to be a console owner,
Yeah.
Yes.
regardless of your persuasion.
Indeed.
I was actually saying this earlier on, though. This is the first Halo that's coming out this year that I'm not excited about.
I'm
I
not a
don't
big
know
Halo
why.
guy
You
anyway.
might be more excited when you see some story content, maybe.
Maybe.
Because all we've seen is multiplayer so far. Maybe that's what's
I'm
missing.
just not feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, the story stuff might change your mind.
But
Let's
then
see. They need
there's
to show
other
some-
stuff like that we're going to talk about in a bit, actually. That doesn't surprise me. But just in terms of games, though, I mean, if you had got somebody asked me now, what do you stake your career on? I'd say PlayStation.
Really?
I just think just with Uncharted 4, Persona, Street Fighter.
Well, in terms of sales,
Until
PlayStation
Dawn.
4 still.
Oh, and it's back ahead in. Didn't it beat Xbox in?
January or February or February maybe.
No, January.
January.
It's still February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Microsoft are doing good things. But I just think that they need some bigger, proper exclusives. You can't count Rise of the Tomb Raider as an exclusive if it goes exclusive. If it goes multi-plat in 3 months.
Yeah.
Needs a Gears. We keep on saying
does-
it needs a
yeah,
Gears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something like a Titanfall that they've actually got full exclusivity on. It needs something killer app-wise.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Because
Doesn't seem to be one of those this year.
oh, I
I
hate
don't
it.
know. Has
That's a
either
poison.
console got a killer app so far?
Uncharted 4. Oh, that's out.
Yeah.
Well, we'd argue.
Like a console seller.
I would have.
Titanfall was a console seller.
Yeah, I would have said.
Sales went through the roof. when it came out.
Well, personally, I think Dead Rising was.
No.
Just because, like, that was
I don't know why you like that game so much.
Because technically it was great.
It was rubbish.
It was the kind of, this is what next gen
It's the
can
worst game I've ever seen.
No load times.
Rubbish.
A world full of 15,000 zombies.
Rubbish.
That you can mow down
Whatever.
in a fucking motorbike mixed with a steamroller.
That was my first sort of new gen experience. I was like,
That was it. That was like next gen is there.
When I die and go to the pearly gates, they're going to break down what I've spent my life doing, and they're going to say that 10 hours that you watched Dan with a warthog or whatever it's called, mowing down hundreds of zombies.
Hundreds of thousands.
For that alone, you're going to hell. You've wasted your time on Earth.
Wouldn't you go to heaven for that?
And
Did
then
you
they
have the
go,
patience of a
but
saint?
you did spend 300 hours playing Destiny, so well done, mate. You're coming in.
No, that's what I mean. Like, Jesus.
You're so backwards.
So, me watching you play Destiny would be like you watching me playing Dead Rising and just going around in one big circle on that warthog.
That's what Destiny's like.
Yeah.
Because then sometimes you get like a new thing.
No, sorry, roller hog.
Roller hog.
Warthog's Halo.
Yeah.
Roller hog.
Hog.
Oh yeah, of course it's Halo.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, alright. Let's,
You ready?
I'm yawning. I need to sleep more. I watched that, Better Call Saul last night. It's a good thing.
Good. We're
It's
enjoying
better than Breaking Bad. So if you're not watching Better Call
It's not
Saul,
better
watch
than
it. It's better
You
than
can't
Breaking
say
Bad.
that shit.
I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Yet.
Anyway.
You do.
It's not working.
It's time for the fucking news!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the
Effing news.
for the what, Rich?
Beep.
For the what, Rich?
Fucking news.
Yeah.
So, what's the news, Dan? Tell us.
You need
What's
to give us a little bit.
first item?
Drop a beat for us.
Rather not.
Go on. Drop a beat. Go on. Let's try this. Let's put it on the spot. Drop a beat. And
I'm so glad he's asking you and not me.
He's really good at dropping beats.
No, you can do it next week.
I dropped mine earlier.
Go on. Give us like a news line. Like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, this just in.
Breaking news. Games with Golds leaked.
Yeah. Oh, is that what we're going with first?
We're going to Lee in the field. Lee, what can you tell us about Games with Gold?
Passing you over to Richard,
Because he didn't do the story.
who's there on the front lines when it was announced.
Okay, we got Rich in the studio. Rich.
So what happened is they leaked.
Thanks, Rich. Breaking
Then
news.
This morning they were confirmed. So
Oh, was it really?
yeah, it's all
Almost
been
like a
confirmed.
confirmation.
So you will be getting.
Who leaked it?
I don't know where it leaked from. I found it on Twitter somewhere. So I don't know.
Hashtag journalism.
Yeah, man, journalism. So it was leaked and it was confirmed. So you're getting Bioshock Infinite from the 15th to the 31st of March. And
100 out of 100.
Yeah, Tomb Raider, the rebooty one,
75 out of 100.
which doesn't have enough tombs in it.
Worst Tomb Raider ever.
Almost.
But it's worth playing.
It's 1st of March till the 15th of March on Xbox 360. Then on Xbox One you'll be getting iDarb again and
7 out of 10.
Rayman Legends.
9 out
9
of 10.
9 out of 10. It's brilliant. Rayman
So I
Legends.
remembered.
And then April is the biggie. You'll be getting double games. So 2 games for Xbox One and 4 games for Xbox 360. in
Why?
April.
Why
What are
double?
we getting?
Because there's been 100 million games downloaded, and to celebrate, you're getting double games.
100 million games, full stop. 100 million games.
No, that's got to be the
Like
Games of Gold.
Games of gold games. Sorry.
100 million?
Yeah.
Blimey.
Well, it's free. You're not going to not download them, right?
I haven't.
You're stupid then.
Tenor says all the Xbox One games are still shit. Or old. Or remakes.
Or new releases that aren't that exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PlayStation 4, we've talked about the
Sony does it
relative
right.
merits. But saying that, for PlayStation 4 there's still not been a proper AAA game that they've given
But
away.
lest we forget, it's free.
Oh no, not
Free.
complaining.
I know
I'm
you
just
pay
saying.
for the subscription,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
they're free, essentially.
But what I'm
that's
trying
not my
to say
argument.
is,
My argument is if you're going to do something, at least do it fucking properly. Yeah, I'd be quite happy for them just to take all games off and just not charge for the service.
Rayman Legends is brilliant.
Yeah, but Rayman Legends is a remake of a remake
It's brilliant.
of a remake.
it's
brilliant.
not.
Have a remake.
It's just a remake. It wasn't a remake to begin with.
But it's a remake of a remake of a remake of a remake of a
It's
remake.
not. It's just a remaster.
Of a remake.
It's not
Remaster
even
of
a
a
remake.
remake.
It's just a remaster, and it's not even. It doesn't even look that much better because it looks so good to begin.
Exactly. So just give
They
it away on the Xbox 360 and give us something proper like.
What do you want?
I'd give Rise.
Yeah.
Rise would be a good...
Maybe it's still selling a lot though. Maybe they look at like the sell figures and think, oh, Rise
They
is
almost
still
certainly
selling.
do.
Which is a massive tosser move.
Yeah, but
No,
that's
it's
just
not.
business.
It
Isn't
is.
it? Business.
You want to reward your customers by giving something that everyone's either already bought or...
You still want to make your money though. If people are still buying something, why would you give it away for free?
Exactly.
Why? Is it an incentive to move over to that console?
No, mate.
Yeah, mate.
No. But Rise is still a good shout.
Mm.
Because that's a good game.
And Forza 5. With Forza 6 out this year,
It's true.
and Forza Horizon 2
Actually,
already out.
Doing something like that, releasing a previous game to a game that's coming soon to build up a bit of anticipation.
People have already done that though before, right?
Well, exactly, but I think that's a good way of doing things.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Street Fighter did it before all those costuming packs came out. That was a good move. Or was it even costume packs? Was it not the Super
Ultra.
Duper before Ultra came out? Yeah. Yeah, they released Super before Ultra came out.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
It's a good idea.
But you know what I mean? There's loads of games out there now. I'd give away NBA 2K6.
2K6.
6.
Mate,
Can you imagine
it's an
that?
easy 1,000
Can you imagine if that was a Games with Gold pick? People would be like, what?
Yeah, but then underneath it was like how to get your 1,000 G in an hour.
Yeah.
Everyone would be like, yeah, get it.
A lot of people have probably already done that. I haven't though.
There you go.
I haven't done any of those easy games. Like, what was it, Avatar?
I've not done Avatar.
Last Airbender.
You are a last.
Airbender, yeah. Good one.
Okay, so that's Games with Gold. Rich,
Yeah, what's next?
I need the... Right, we're going live out to the field where I don't know whether Lee did this one, but I'm going to guess he did. Rock Band and Guitar Hero Next Gen. Lee, what's word on the street?
They're bringing Rock Band and Guitar Hero back.
New gen.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks, Lee.
There'll be songs and plastic instruments.
Right then, here's the question.
Right.
Will last gen instruments be compatible?
If they're not, I think that's shit.
What about catalogues?
No.
Oh, they have to be.
They won't be.
Because
I don't
the
think they
amount
will.
of
They
rock
won't
band, the amount of rock band tunes I
No,
bought
they won't be.
was ridiculous.
But the gameplay's going to be no different, so just
Exactly,
play it on
well,
your
yeah.
Xbox.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's true. What can they do to make it different?
Groupies. Actual real groupies.
Oh
All
my
plastic
god!
ones.
In the box.
Imagine it using Connect for sex as well.
Oh my
And
god.
it's just like
How would you do
Too
that?
far.
so like iDub, you know, an iDub, and you've got the little kind of the troll face on.
Yeah.
Well, he puts a groupie over your crotch.
But the trouble is,
just moves the groupie.
Connect would never be able to spot my bits. Never.
It can zoom. It's got pretty good zoom capabilities.
It's not that good.
And it's got infrared as well.
Yeah, it's still not that good.
Hot balls.
Is Connect designed to detect genitals?
I suppose.
Is it?
Mate, Connect is
They call us
designed to
Patrick,
do
aren't they?
everything.
It
patch
can
it.
read your heartbeat,
Yeah.
can't it? Remember?
Yeah.
I don't know how it does that.
I don't think it does.
I think it does.
I don't. You can't see your fucking arm. How can it read your heartbeat?
Because it's pulsing. Like, I can tell
Are
how
we
fast
still talking about heart?
I can tell how fast my heart's beating by doing that.
No, you can't.
You can.
You can't.
You can.
You can't.
Put your fingers there.
No, I'm touching you.
You don't know
You're all
how,
hairy,
how
look.
slow my heart is.
Your hair's
Like-
black.
My heart is like almost stopped.
When you
and
had
that-
hair, was it like black?
It was blonde.
Shut
When
up.
I had hair, fuck you.
Yeah, before you shaved it off.
Oh, right.
Whoa.
Offensive. No, it was blonde and then black and then grey and then blonde again and then black.
Have you got grey in it?
No, a little bit at the sides, but I grew it on purpose.
Nice one.
What are we on about?
I don't know, Rock Band.
Oh, Rock
Guitar
Band.
Hero?
Yeah, I don't know what else you need to know. They're coming back.
I'd just love to play Guitar Hero again.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
Just
indifferent.
loads of rock tunes. We could just sit and stream for like days. And then, Mother! I just remaster the other ones. I'll be alright with that.
Are there
Take
any
all-
tunes that haven't come to the previous Rock Band that you'd love to play?
Yeah.
What?
Shake It Off.
Yeah,
Taylor Swift.
that guitar classic.
And Welcome to New York.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Oh my god.
Can't think of any more
Are
Taylor
we out of
Swift
the
songs.
woods yet?
Are we out of the woods yet? Taylor Swift.
How would you?
What's the
map
one
that
about
to a
blank
guitar?
space, right? Blank Space, Taylor Swift.
It's all over my head.
Well, that's not one of those. Oh, that's Kylie Minogue, right?
Is that? I don't know.
What was
Just
it
can't
called?
get you out of my head.
Awful.
Would you not play a new?
I couldn't give a toss. I feel like I'm done with those games.
I went back recently. I say recently, in the last probably 6 to 12 months, to play Rock Band with my guitar. Now I can play the piano.
Right.
Doesn't make it any easier.
Okay.
So it's actually easier to play the piano than it is to play the guitar.
The thing is, I suppose Rocksmith is the natural
I was going to say,
evolution.
I think Rocksmith's more of an inviting prospect because it has a real world applicable
But is it though? Because
right?
I suppose the point of it is that with the plastic peripheral,
It makes you feel like you're a rock star without actually being a rock star.
yeah. Whereas you have to fucking play the thing in Rocksmith.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, they're coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
In terms of what they could do,
Go on.
do you reckon they could sell you on a story?
Oh, what?
They
Your
tried to do
rise
that, didn't they?
through.
Yeah.
I thought they always did
No,
that,
but
though.
they've always been bollock stories. Like the one was like, yeah, you're gonna take down the devil with a guitar. Like,
yeah.
fuck off.
Yeah.
So if it was something like an actual proper story interwoven, but
Well, the
people who
Guitar
wanted
Hero
it was a little bit
rumours-
like Breaking Bad in there, like a proper good story.
The Guitar Hero rumours say that they're adopting a more realistic visual approach.
Oh, really?
So maybe there'll be a story like that or something.
Okay.
Like your rise to rock god from
That'd be pretty
shitty
cool.
But then
garage
you're always
band.
just going to be a cover band dude.
Well, exactly. Yeah, it's not like you
No.
can compose your own.
But in the alternate reality,
You're coming up with those things.
Yeah.
Actually, didn't they do a thing where you could compose your own?
Yeah, they did the Rock
Tunes,
Band
didn't they?
Network,
That's it.
and you could like sell them or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, just imagine it like you doing your first gig, and it's a cover gig, and you're playing some old classic songs, and then you get glassed, and then lose all your shit, and then you have to play the guitar at prison.
Right, you're still putting in the
No.
level where you lose your
No,
stuff
so-
and you got to get it back.
Well, but just imagine this little story going on, and then you're in hospital after being glassed, and then there's like some patients who have like terminal illnesses, and you play
You can sing the cancer away.
No, you dick. It's a realistic story, and you're just playing
Is it?
songs for them because all you need to do is just put 10, 15 different scenarios in, and then interweave it with a story.
I'm just going to say right now that I wouldn't play that.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
wouldn't
terrible.
play it either.
Right, but imagine if there was an actual story in there that you would go and pay to see in like cinemas.
No,
I don't know.
no.
Probably not.
Why?
Unless they made it like some kind of Scott Pilgrim
Or if it was like
type
Whiplash.
thing.
Oh no! Imagine this though, right?
It's not my
Like
type.
a third of the way through the game, right? Basically, you were playing music and getting stoned with your mates, and then these guys burgle. They come in, they break in, right? And then they're like, "You have to play this song for us to bring back the memory of my long lost
This
brother."
sounds
Hold on.
It sounds
Otherwise,
like Kanye West.
otherwise, I'm going to jab this screwdriver in your flatmate's eye, right? And as you get close to failing, the screwdriver gets closer to the eye, and if you fail, it's just like, "Dah, dah." That's what I
It's
mean.
better than the booze you get in Guitar Hero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you buy that?
Okay. Yeah,
No.
I think I'm sold now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. I sold one copy.
With eye bludgeoning. Yeah.
Why not?
It's just
Why not?
I don't know how to begin.
Because you can't. You're just doing it to spite me.
No, I'm really not, Dan. I really don't want to play it. I don't want to
Even
play it.
with screwdriver stabbings.
Especially with the screwdriver stabbings and the singing of
What about
people
if
with
I
AIDS.
I didn't say that AIDS. What about if I change the screwdriver to like an axe?
No.
It's just like, and then you get a note wrong. It's like, "Tah!" And you see the brutal mutilation of somebody's
Have you
face.
seen Shenandoah, the Salvador Dali film?
Yeah, with the
No.
eye.
He slices an eyeball with a razor. You can have that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
It's the most horrific thing, isn't
Well,
it?
let's
Well,
just
it's,
make
it's
it
like a
crazy.
sheep's
Think
eye,
about
but
it.
it's
And
still,
it like pops and the stuff
Oh,
in the
it's-
middle
Oh,
comes out.
it's vile.
yeah, it's horrible.
Right, we've waffled a lot considering we haven't really done much in half an hour. Let's
Half
go.
an hour.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
right?
my god.
Let's go through some quick stuff. Dying Light Special Edition. PR stunt.
Oh god, yeah. £250,000 quid.
Yeah. So the
Cool.
one of the things in it was a house or
Was it-
something.
It's a
it-
custom built zombie shelter.
Was it a good PR stunt?
I think it. Well,
They got
we covered
headlines
it.
out of it.
We covered it.
Yeah, but because we were bored and there's nothing else to
There was,
cover.
yeah, they picked a
Either
good day to
way,
do it.
everyone covered it, so it worked.
But isn't it like, didn't Saints Row do $1 million edition?
I think it did.
There's
yeah.
a game, there's a free-to-play MMO that years ago, and it's completely free-to-play, completely, and all that happened was every year they would set off like 4 or 5 of these suits of armour, and they all cost like 300 grand or something, and all they had to do was sell those suits of armour in that year, and it would keep them going, and and that's what they did, and there were enough people that were that into it that were willing to pay for it that it worked.
They've got more money than sense. Grid 2 did it as well. They had an edition where you got a was it a BAC mono or an aerial that was grid branded?
Yeah.
One of those little
much was
cars. Oh, it was silly money. It was like 300 grand or something silly, or maybe a little bit less than that.
Didn't they give away a car from the demo of the first game? Whoever got the fastest speed could win a car.
Maybe, I don't know.
DLC.
DLC car. Or a real car.
No, it was a real car.
What would they have to gain from that though? People buying the game?
People playing the demo and then buying the game.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong.
They're that confident. No, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, the Dying Light thing was quite funny because it came with that custom-built log cabin thing, night vision goggles, and a pair of adult, a packet of adult diapers, and
we should stream in adult diapers.
Yeah, absolutely.
God.
Just nothing else, just nappies.
None of your ideas should ever happen today. The ones that are coming out today should be stay on this couch.
It should be locked in a safe and just dropped to the bottom of the ocean. Okay, that's bollocks.
Yeah.
Judge Dredd, this is a story that you got.
And no one else picked up because they're tossers.
I agree, but the rest of the internet is tossers. I hope you all go under.
Yep.
I spoke to the Rebellion man, Jason Thingy.
Kingsley.
Yeah.
Fleming.
Jason Fleming. Jason Kingsley, so he owns Rebellion.
Kingsley, Jason.
Yeah. I just it sounded like a made-up name, like somebody from a children's book.
He owns Rebellion, and he also owns 2000 AD, which is the owner of Judge Dredd. How would you say it?
The Judge Dredd comic book publisher.
Yeah, that. He owns
Publisher,
them.
creator as well, right?
Creator, publisher. It was the name of the comic, isn't it?
It's like
2000 AD?
Marvel, Iron Man, 2000 AD, Judge Dredd. But either way, so I said to him, why aren't you making one? And this dude, I spoke to him for about half an hour, he's fascinating. I'm going to write it up eventually, one day. But he said that they wanted to do one for when the Dredd movie came out a couple of years ago, but they didn't have time, because apparently it all happened quite quick. Because I said to him, movies are in like pre-production for ages, right? And he was like, nah, Dredd wasn't at all. They were going from script to shooting it super quick. Right. So they didn't have time, so they done some mobile game instead.
Right.
Imagine a Dredd game that was just like a fighting game.
Well, no, just a proper one with the proper art style and everything from the comic books.
GTA, mate, like an open world one, and you're going around on your
bike.
bike.
Mega City 1.
Yeah.
That would be really cool, actually.
He wanted to set it in the outskirts as well, whatever that's called. You know,
Right.
the bit
The
outside the
outskirts of
city.
Mega
Isn't
That's
it called like the off-world...
something I've forgotten. I
don't
can't
want to
think.
say off-world colonies, because that's like Blade Runner, isn't it?
It's a world like that. It's
It's
a word
like
like that.
It's all desert, isn't it?
Yeah. But anyway, so what's happening now is the only way that they'll release one is if a sequel to the movie comes out, because that's the only thing that will give them the traction.
Why don't they just do one based on the original Stallone movie? Just do that.
He talked about that.
There was
as
a
well.
Mega Drive one, actually, I remember.
He talked about that. But yeah, so if a sequel to the movie gets made, they will certainly do a game. They really want to do a game.
And that's an odd one because the movie was really good.
It was really good.
It was kind of on par, but it was basically Raid, right?
Yeah.
But in English with Dredd. I'm surprised there hasn't been a one already.
Well, there's like a petition and all sorts. There's talks going on behind the scenes, he said, but it's not that easy to greenlight, apparently. So we'll see. I'd play that game.
Did the first one not do very well?
The first film
Did not do well.
did alright.
I'm surprised. I would have
I
thought.
think it was more of a cult hit than like everybody's like, oh, this is brilliant, brilliant, and then everyone went
I
away
don't
and
think it
pirated
was brilliant. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was
I thought it
brilliant.
was great.
It's alright, it's
I
good.
thought it was better than Dying Light.
Shut up.
Oh, they're working on Zombie Army Trilogy, which looks really fun.
Yeah.
Was that us?
Did you not get to play it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Forgot. Yeah, I played that.
You said it looked
Zombies, you
really
can shoot them and stuff.
Right.
Co-op.
When's it out?
March.
Okay.
March 11th or something like that.
Oh, 10th.
Yeah.
It's fucking 10th. Everything's out on the 10th.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's later. I don't know.
DMC.
We're
The
getting
next
code for it soon.
Well, back to the pressing issues at hand. Telltale.
Oh yeah.
Is this what we're talking about? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
banding together with Lionsgate in a big thing. Lionsgate are investing in them. They're going to create a super show. It's like TV and games and movies all together, and synergy and shit and transmedia.
I don't know.
Well, we'll keep an eye on
I
that.
think it's potentially interesting.
Yeah, I think it could be. Lionsgate quite good as well, right?
Yeah, Lionsgate, you know, they're pretty good. Telltale know what they're doing. It could be
Could be the start of a new era in video games.
Yes. Well, hopefully it would mean that Telltale's games work right out the gate as well. That would be nice.
Okay, I'm saving the best till last. Forza, Need for Speed Edition.
Oh, do you mean Fast and Furious?
I think.
Forza Horizon 2 presents Fast and Furious, it's called, and it's a standalone expansion. It's going to be free for 2 weeks just to promote the movie.
So
Furious 7.
Is that tied into that then?
Yeah.
Oh, because I was about to say Fast and Furious.
No, it's tied into the Furious 7
okay.
movie. So it'll be free, and you won't have to own Forza Horizon 2 to play it. It'll have Fast and Furious cars in it, like the Dodge, the Challenger, is it, or Charger, that Dominic Toretto drives, you know, in the first movie, when he tries to jump through the train junction-y thingy, and he ends up...
Charger, right? What's that Charger?
I think it's a Challenger. But anyway...
Challenger's the one out of...
Vanishing Point.
That's the one?
Yeah. But, yeah, that's in there and some other cars and stuff.
It's got achievements?
I assume so. But it'll cost $9.99, $7.99 from April 10th onwards.
Okay.
So it's free from March 27th when it comes out till April 10th.
Right.
Cool. Right,
So that's
Fable.
nice.
There's a beta coming soon, Rich, and it's going free to play.
Yeah, Fable Legends is now going to be free to play, but not horrible free to play. It'll be nice free to play. So.
Everyone says that.
Well, no, that's what they said. There's going to be nothing behind paywalls, no like gems or stuff like that to top up health or whatever. It'll just be like Killer Instinct. Characters are on, you know, they revolve, and if you want to permanently play as that character, you can buy them. That's the only thing. Everything gameplay related is going to be there. All the story quests will be there. They'll add episodes on a, you know, every few months kind of basis. I don't know. They didn't mention that.
Do you know what?
And
They said ages ago,
and stuff.
and it didn't make sense to me, that we should consider the initial release of Fable Legends to be Season 1.
Oh really?
And now, in light of knowing that it's free to play, that makes a bit more sense, especially the Killer Instinct comparisons.
Yeah. Well, I think it makes a lot of sense for the game because I can't see it performing all that well at retail.
No, it's going to be shit. It was going to flop, and everyone was going to go, that's it, it's the death of Lionhead. But now everyone's like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to play Fable Legends.
Well, look, we've got Twitter up on our TV screen. Look what's trending.
Yeah, Fable
Between
Legends.
Make a Song British and Fallen Madonna. Fable Legends.
With the big boob.
What about the RAL budget 2015?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I will play it now. I would not have bought it.
Yeah, so
Well, I played it at Gamescom
And
last year, and
if
it was fine.
if it's good enough, I'd spend money on microtransactions.
Yeah, well. But still, though, give us a proper Fable, please.
Yeah,
I still
right?
want a proper Fable.
Proper Fable, proper Mass Effect, proper Gears,
Proper.
proper Half-Life.
Yeah.
Every generation has a Half-Life, right?
And while you're at it, make us a new Resident Evil game that's like the old ones.
No,
Yeah?
no,
It's like the
we've had
classic.
enough Resi.
Alright.
Let's have a new Leisure Suit Larry. Let's get some misogyny and sexism back in the world.
Yeah, we need more of that in the industry. Bring it all back.
Bring it back. Alright, on to the biggest piece of news ever. GTA Heists coming March 10th.
Finally, we've finally got a date for Heists.
Is it
March
too
10th.
late?
No.
Most of the
Is it
comments.
too early?
The first couple of comments said, "Oh, I can't wait." Then the others were like, "Too late. I don't care anymore."
I don't care about anybody else, I'm going to play it.
I'm
going to
going to
play the
play
shit
the hell
out of it.
Absolutely, I'm going to be loving that shit. Especially if the time has been well spent in making it everything I imagine it to be.
Imagine we get it and it's just fucking a DLC mission that's basically just...
Well, it's not going to be that though, is it?
No. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I'm more excited to stream it.
Just
because
great streaming stuff.
get loads of people involved.
Well, the first stream we could maybe get Sam in and do a 4-player thing.
Well, the first stream you're not here from them. So it'll be me and Lee. As soon as it goes live, we'll be streaming.
Alright.
And then when you get back in the evening, we'll at least get the three of us up and running on an Xbox and rob some shizzle.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
But yeah, man, it's finally coming. And hilariously, the PC version was pushed again.
Delayed, yeah, till 14th.
But Rockstar now has to announce news, don't they? Oh, it's just got a release date! And we're delaying the PC.
They're also quite good at screwing over PC fans, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, now that Heists are out of the way, that hopefully means we'll be getting some single-player DLC down the line.
Yeah, maybe.
It's been long enough.
It's too late.
We'll get it this year, right? It's
I
not
would
too
have
late.
thought so. It's
I'm not
never too
bothered.
late. Shut up.
It's not. You say that, then you see a trailer of some crazy shit going on, you're like, oh, I want that.
Maybe.
I want a DLC story with a female character. That would be brilliant.
I want a hot coffee mod.
Oh, God.
What female characters are in the GTA 5 story, other than the wives?
That fat woman?
Oh, Thingy's mum, who does the like motivational lady stuff.
Yeah, Franklin's mum.
Yeah, Franklin's mum.
Who's Franklin's mum?
She's the mum of Franklin, one of the main characters.
Oh, in the little house. Yeah. I thought this was his auntie.
They go like speed walking and chanting.
Isn't that his auntie?
Oh, is that his auntie?
I thought it was his mum.
I thought it was his auntie.
Either way, you know what I mean.
His mum got killed in the gang war.
Did she? Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Missed that
Big
bit.
Rockstar. Yeah, so I reckon we're getting close to the end of the segment, Lee.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep on talking for a little while.
Yeah, I'm psyched about Heists. When's it coming? March 10th?
March 10th.
Free to all?
Imagine if they put a price tag on it. 10 quid.
No,
What?
like 35 quid.
Yeah, it's like a new game.
I'd still buy it.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you really?
Yeah, because I heard
If Rockstar
Rockstar.
are listening, they'll be like,
When was the last time Rockstar ripped you off?
well,
When was the last time?
GTA 5.
No, seriously, when was the last time Rockstar ripped you off?
GTA 5.
Why?
It's a terrible game.
you're just being an idiot.
Can you think of one time where Rockstar ripped you off?
You're going to get loads of tweets. No, I can't. You're going to
Can
get loads of tweets calling you names.
Everything they've ever done has been incredibly great for gamers.
Maybe not State of Emergency. That wasn't that good.
Yeah, but that was fucking 15 years ago.
Donkeys years ago, yeah.
2001.
Yeah, something like that.
Right, I guess it's that time. It's the end of the fucking years.
Yeah,
Really
right.
letting that go out, aren't we? Yes, that was the end of the fucking news. So now we've got 18 minutes basically to talk about. You know what? There isn't really a lot to talk about this week, which is great.
Stuff we've reviewed.
Yeah. Well, let's get the big one out of the way, and that's Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
That is the big. That's the big game of the year. Yeah. What do you want to know?
It's bollocks. Well, it's not bollocks, but it's just very repetitive.
A
right?
very pleasant looking. It looks like the anime show. The music's lovely and jaunty. It's nicely presented. It's got loads of characters in it. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're gonna love it to death.
4 out of 10.
But I thought it was really boring and repetitive. You're just doing the same shit. You played it for a bit. It's just,
Is it like dating a supermodel with an IQ of 20?
No, that's got to be much more fun.
that's way more fun.
It's still like button mashing.
Right.
Stick waggling.
Jeez. Yeah, it's just the same shit over and over and over. And it's probably one of the best Dragon Ball games in a while.
Okay.
But
So
what does that mean?
Is it like dating a supermodel that isn't a UKIP counsellor?
Yes, it's exactly like that. It's like dating Nigel Farage in a blonde wig. Alright.
You should put that in your review.
I should have missed a trick there.
Well, I don't think there's much more to say on that.
Yeah, it's just, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, go out and buy it, you'll love it to death. But if you're not, there's nothing in it for you.
What was it? Chaff? Naff? What was the?
No,
Spaff
Spaff.
or Nerf?
Oh, Spaff or Naff?
Naff.
Oh, it's Naff.
Spaff.
Spaff.
No,
You
it
liked
is, no, it is Naff.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's get this one out of the way. Pneuma.
Numa.
Let's talk about Pneuma. So, Rich put his review up midnight.
Tonight, the 26th.
Yeah, I'm
so
just trying to do it. When are we going to publish this? Friday. So
Sunday,
today.
yeah, the 27th.
Today.
So release day, so it's out on Friday.
Wait. Before you give us your opinion, I remember covering the press release for this,
Yeah.
and they made the following promises. It's going to make you question your sense of self. it is going to
an unrivaled sense of awe.
There you go. It's going to inspire an unrivaled sense of awe and make you feel your pants have come.
Well, I address all those points in the review.
Do you?
Can you answer my question?
Go on,
What's the score?
I still don't know.
Still don't know. You've got like less than 12 hours.
40 or 50, I think. Yeah, it's.
Did it make you question your
sense of
self?
No.
Did it inspire an unrivaled sense of awe?
No.
Did you get a bit bored during the start and then it got a little bit better?
Yeah. Basically,
is it still bollocks for 16 quid?
I can't believe the price. I saw the price. I was like, what? It should be like $7.99 or something. Or
less.
Maybe less, because it's about 4 hours and you'll never go back to it. Because once you've solved the puzzles, you know it all. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no leaderboards. There's no like time sort of attack version or extra modes. There's nothing. There's 3 hidden puzzles which you can do while you're going along if you want, or you can go back and like do them by chapter selecting. But there's 6 chapters. They don't last very long. The puzzles aren't massively taxing. Some of them require a bit of lateral thinking, and when you get the solution, you're like, oh, that's fucking stupid. You know, some of them don't make sense, or some of them like are so obvious that you don't see it until the penny drops, and you're like, well, that's too obvious. I wasn't even thinking it would be that. Do you know what I mean? So
it did make you question your sense of self.
It made me question something, not my sense of self.
That it would be this shit.
There's sort of a clever twist at the end, but it's like.
Is that it wasn't really a puzzle and you were just dreaming?
No, it's nothing like that. It's that is the sort of the questioning the sense of self bit at the end, not for the player, but for the player character more so. But
it's about AI and the nature of humanity or something, isn't it?
Not quite, but yeah, along those lines.
It's a bit like Johnny 5.
Yeah, sure. Exactly like Johnny 5. See, that would have been cool if it had short circuit.
A computer. And then you kind of made your console grow legs and then just walk off.
Walk off, yeah, absolutely.
And what they did was, it was just a big plot to steal everyone's Xboxes.
What is wrong with you two? What's in that water?
That's a great idea, right?
That's what happens when you drink Greg's water.
Why, it's not from Greg's?
No, it's from the garage.
Oh, is it?
Maybe it's got a bit of petrol in it.
But it's only 50p.
Brilliant. So yeah, basically it looks sort of nice. Got like marble in that.
4 out of 10.
But I feel bad.
Bath, chaff on that. Feel bad? It's a bad game. It's a bad game.
Yeah. Part of me wishes there were more games like it, but better than that example.
Like the Talos principle.
Like the Talos principle, or what I imagine The Witness is going to be like on PS4. Do you know what I mean?
Look, I tell you what, if you made a game, right, as much as I like it, and it was shit, I would walk up to you in the street and go, hey, this is shit.
Well, I know you would. But I like my puzzles to be more tactile as well, and you're actually manipulating things, and there's only a few of those, all the rest are a bit woolly and a bit...
Woolly?
Well, because you're looking at sensors to manipulate things, or looking at objects to manipulate them and moving in relation to these things, and it doesn't feel... You know, I want fucking big blocks and wheels that you have to turn and levers to pull and stuff. And there is the odd bit of that, but not enough for me. Okay. I like big switches.
Bath, chaff, naff, or
no.
Plaff.
Naff, plaff.
Naff.
Based on what he says, naff.
Yeah, sorry. You can play if you want.
I'm going to go with splash.
Yeah, alright, good. Definitely
not. Right. Let's get the biggie out of the way, and then we've got 5 minutes for Lee to talk. Not about Destiny, surprisingly.
Yeah, no, I've got a new obsession.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about the only thing to really happen this week. Resident Evil Revelations 2.
This is like the Rich cast. Rich done all the news that we're talking about, and he's reviewed all of the games that we're talking about.
Well, what's that telling you?
You're the backbone.
It tells you that, I reckon your boss today told you that you'd lose £100 a month for every time you turn something off, and you shouldn't be turning it off.
But I'm just doing nice things. It's a good thing. Turning things off, trying to conserve power.
I spent 5 minutes thinking, fuck man, the PC's broke.
Well,
I need to realise you turned off the bloody monitor.
A caveman
Who
could
turns
turn
off
on
a monitor?
I do.
What?
What? It uses electricity.
You know what else
I
uses
care.
electricity?
Me.
Me using the computer to type your P45. Come on, tell us about Resident Evil Revelation.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Tell me.
Actually, I know I've completed it.
Yeah, you both played it, haven't you?
It's, we streamed it.
Lately?
No, I don't need to now. I've watched you play it.
Yeah, but play it anyway. It's good because I want you to. It's good. It's good.
So is that your stance now? And if we stream something, it's not. I don't need to play it.
Not in all cases, but with heavily story stuff like that, I kind of feel like I don't need to play it.
It's great value. Really good.
Yeah,
value
no,
for
it
money.
is right. Yeah,
get
although I
raid
haven't played
mode.
Raid, that's true.
Raid mode is brilliant. You get a good 2 hours of story, which is pretty damn decent, and it's £5.
Bargain, right?
Yeah, if you paid £5 for a Blu-ray and you watched a 2 hour movie, you'd be like, that's good. This is 2 hours of game and the raid mode.
And
on top
Raid.
of that. Bargain.
And it's not too bad.
And it's good. It's good
It's
stuff.
decent.
Absolutely.
It lacks a bit of puzzles. Lacks a bit of puzzles. It lacks a few puzzles.
Yeah, it's not got the resi puzzling going on.
No, it needs to do. But I guess it is the first 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
The first 2 hours of Resident Evil are really slow.
It's kind of like an X Factor cover version of a great song. Do you know what I mean?
Just lacking that kind of
I
je ne
don't
sais
know,
quoi.
that makes it sound awful.
Well, it's got.
No, but
It's kind of solid. They did
No,
well.
I hate
Simon
the X
said
Factor.
she did
I
a
hate the
great
X
job
Factor.
and she's
You know-
got a great future ahead of
The
her.
X Factor analogy's not going to work with me because I fucking hate that shit.
But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
It's got all of the elements of the original kind of Resident Evil formula. Yeah, he doesn't quite hit those heights, but it's pretty good. Barry's got a big fat ass.
Has he? I haven't noticed.
Or maybe it's the stuff on his belt.
Yeah, maybe. He's got a big magnum.
He's got a big
He's got a
magnum.
great big magnum.
yeah, I mean, it's got the survival horror. It's got
Resource scarcity
at times.
at times.
It's got
Playing that survival mode, you'd struggle, I think.
well, not now, no, because I wasted all those ammos and those big things, and now I know that little trick.
Yeah, that's true.
And it takes like 3 bullets to kill him.
True.
So I reckon that when we play it next week,
We'll try it
it's going to be it's going to be so much easier.
I thought that was the best bit about it, actually. The fact that you can change to the little... In the Barry bit, you can change to the little girl,
She
look
can
at the zombies and
identify weak
identify their weak
Yeah.
spots. It's a nice touch.
Yeah, nice. But next week when I do it, I struggled. I was like, oh man, I run out of ammo. And then, what is that? And then when I reloaded it, I had like loads of ammo. So I think on the next time, it's going to be like too easy now.
Maybe.
But yeah, but it's got survival horror, the ammo scarcity, the inventory management, decent enough story, nice little twists.
Yeah.
I like the way it's presented, the way that when you get to the end of What's-Her-Face's story, it zooms up and then zooms down to him on the boat coming towards the island. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's got the kind of... Because Resident Evil 1 was a sandbox game, right? We've had this discussion in the office.
I don't think you can apply that label.
No,
What?
I know what you
Sandbox.
mean,
I know what you
but
mean,
it's not sandbox.
Yeah.
I would say it's a sandbox.
No, it's not sandbox.
But no, because not in the sandbox in the traditional world, traditional sense of it.
But
Where,
it's relatively open and you can kind of go wherever you want.
yeah, that's what I mean, open
Yeah.
world as opposed to sandbox.
I
Yeah.
don't even think open world.
Just, you've got the entire level, you can go wherever you want.
It's
as long
not.
as you
Yeah,
like
it's not open world either, really. But I do totally know what you mean.
it.
You can explore relatively freely.
Yeah, and the same with Revelations 2.
Actually, do you know what? I think it's more linear than you think because of the way the keys are prescribed.
Right.
But you
Like
still...
you can only get this certain key at this certain point. If you could kick all the doors down, I think that's pretty open. That's pretty sandbox.
So I suppose in that way it's more like a 3D kind of Metroidvania. In
Yeah.
that there's loads of different ways that you can go. Like, often you'll go to a place and you won't be able to get through the door until you get the thing, the key or the fucking thing that you put in and turn around.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, in terms of, let's say, 5, that's basically like get from here to here.
Oh,
Kill stuff
yeah.
on the
Well,
way.
compared to that, it's.
Well, I think
fucking
because
lot.
This is like, here's the entire world,
Resident
now
Evil
you work your way through it.
1 was just the self-contained, just this mansion, relatively confined space, right?
Well, that's what they've done with
that
Revelations,
was
right?
what was great about it. Well, it seems like you're on this island and that's it. So the first episode is concerned entirely with just the prison facility, and then I'm guessing the penal colony rather. And so I'm assuming the next will be another area of the island to explore. And each episode will be a confined space, which I think is really clever.
Cool. Spaff on F.
Spam.
Yeah, Spef.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
So far.
If all we've got is the choice between Spaff or Naff, it's got to be Spaff.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah. Well, it's more like...
Spinaff.
I think by the end, if it has a satisfying conclusion, we'll be like, definitely Spaff. Yes. If it fails to deliver and it's a bit crap, by the end we'll be like, no.
Well, if it fails to deliver, you won't be spaffing.
No. I'll be like, oh, what? So Barry was like Jill in a mask? That's crap.
That actually really good.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, go on.
I've been playing Call of Duty and I'm getting quite into it, and I'm a prestige now, and
You're ranked 2.1 millionth in the world,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Oh, no.
2.1 millionth in the world.
Give it up to 2.1 millionth in the world.
Thank you very much. I've started doing ranked games. I don't just do team deathmatch anymore. Call of Duty is brilliant.
Yes, it is. I played Exo Zombies last night and had a thoroughly good time.
No, I mean proper Call of Duty.
Yeah,
all of it.
I don't class that as Call of Duty.
It
Well,
is.
no, I mean, what I class as Call of Duty is going out into the multiplayer arena. But
Yeah, I
obviously,
haven't done much of that. I'm only level 11.
which is great,
Yeah.
the zombies and stuff.
I
And,
got to level
and the co-op.
35 on my review tag, and then level 11 on my actual tag.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You got to 35 on your review tag.
Yeah.
Nice.
Played a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I wanted to say other stuff, but there's no point really.
What?
No, it's not.
You've got like 2 or 3 minutes. Because all we've got left to talk about is how Star Wars The Force Unleashed is a shit design of a game.
I'm sure that you'll be able to fill up 4 minutes with that then.
No, I've had enough fun. I've never been more frustrated in my entire life.
I'm not sure I've seen you that angry.
It's fucking bullshit, man. I've done the same thing over and over again. And then it didn't give me a cutscene, so I had to go back and redo it. I'm like, I just don't want to do it
I think
anymore.
it got you at a vulnerable moment.
You know what? I think I wanted to start Cuttle.
Yeah.
And because of that time where... Because we actually start Knights of the Old Republic as well in the stream, you can check that out. But it came at that time where I was like, I want to start this now. And I wanted to do 3 and 3. And I was getting close to that point. And my food was there, and I was like...
And I kept on saying, you're right near the end now, for ages, because I've kept on forgetting whole sections.
Yeah, and I didn't know. Because I was like, yes, this is the last fight. No, it's not. But yeah, fuck that game. And KOTOR is basically Mass Effect Light. It's the foundations.
Mass Effect Mark 1, I guess.
Yeah, it's the foundations of what basically became Mass Effect, which is exciting because I get to see more and more characters and stuff, and that'd be cool.
It makes you realise the advances that people have made in UI design and just making things kind of intuitive.
Or just video games in general. I mean, it was what, 14
That
years
was it.
ago?
Metacritic 95, 12 years ago.
Yes.
Fuck me.
But I'm sucked into it already.
Yeah,
I can see
me
why
too.
it got that
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to get some people, I need to get some squads, I need to get dual lightsabers and
I
stuff.
actually quite like the fact that it's got that weird kind of almost turn-based
Yeah,
kind of...
yeah.
That's not the right description, but that kind of... It's not a shooter
Yeah,
or
I
a
thought
melee
it would be
thing.
like a Mass Effect.
It's
thing.
both all based
Dungeons
on
and
dice
Dragons,
rolls.
right? Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Right, you can have the last minute and 40 seconds to talk about COD. Tell us, why are you playing COD and not Destiny?
Oh, fuck Destiny.
Hey, let's go back and let's go.
My
Back.
God.
How many podcasts have we done since Destiny? 20?
Yeah, probably.
I can't bring myself to play it anymore. I just can't. I can't do it.
You can't have
Go
done
back.
20 episodes since Destiny, can we?
No. I was
10?
I don't think
Few.
that I'm even going to buy the next DLC.
Really?
I can't be bothered.
But yeah, when was the last time you saw Zer?
Well, I went in as soon as he was there last week.
Lee!
But I literally went in, had a look at what he was selling, and left.
You didn't buy anything?
Why can't you just look online?
I can't remember.
You can't remember?
Oh no, I had to go in because he's selling exotic engrams again now, and I had to go in and see if I had enough motes of light to buy one because there's this chest piece that I really wanted. But he didn't have it. I didn't have enough, so that's that.
Duh.
I can't, fuck it. Fuck Destiny, I
Alright.
can't do it.
Well, you're on COD now. Is COD your new thing?
For a little while,
Jam.
yeah.
What's going to be next?
I don't know. Maybe Hardline. I'm really into shooters at the moment.
Yeah, Hardline. I could get into
I'm
Hardline.
actually quite excited for Hardline now.
Yeah.
I feel the time feels right, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's sort of been a little bit quiet, and then it's all going to kick off a bit again, but then
Next
that'll
month,
be out and
March
be
is
like-
going to be good. March is going to be Hardline, Heists, banks and robbers, cops and robbers, banks,
Oh, actually, we didn't mention that Payday 2, Crime Wave
Oh,
edition
Payday 2 as well.
New Gen has been announced for June.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're up for that.
So
Yeah.
if you're well catered for if you're up for heists and shooting. You got the GTA heists, you got Payday 2, you got Battlefield Hardline. Brilliant.
It's all heisty.
Very heisty.
And hopefully we'll get a new Judge Dredd and we can lock everyone up as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so that's been episode 2820 of the Full English podcast stroke vidcast.
The one with all the heists.
No, it was the one where we mentioned a prostitute within a minute.
God, right, okay.
We just I like to go as random as possible with it, with the
Fair
titles, because
The one with hookers and heists.
alright, we can go with
That's
that.
good, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so I've been Dan Webb, so thanks. This guy's been.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys.
Have you been?
Really cool. What?
Who are you?
Rich Walker.
And Mr. Lee Bradley. Podcast.
Bye.
There you go. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Next week. Just
Why did you say that?
see you.
That's horrible.
We'll see you next Friday.
Yes.
Thank you. See you later. Bye.
Bye.